Welcome back to another video. Thanks for clicking on. And here we are, back out in the woods again. I know it's Groundhog Day in my videos at the moment. I've got a lot of administration to do down here. So I'm going to kill two birds with one stone. I'm going to do a video on my different inventions of ferrocerian rods. Okay, because I do a lot of work with children at schools. I've lost my voice. It's that time of year, obviously. Because I do a lot of work with children at the schools. Normal ferrocerian with a forefinger and thumb grip, they do find it quite difficult. So I'll show you my versions I've done, and which I've not seen before, but I thought was a great idea, of my invention of what I would call the perfect ferrocerian rod. Stick with it. So here we are. This is why we're here, to talk about the different ferrocerian rods I use as a professional bushcraft and survival instructor down in South Wales. So, because I've worked with schools throughout the year, when I first started with them, I bought these type of ferrocerian rods. Okay, they were struggling. So for those who don't know what a ferrocerian rod is, this isn't a flint and steel, this is a ferrocerian rod and striker. It's just a fire lighting method we use in the bushcraft industry, rather than just carrying a lighter. Lighter's always there for a backup. So, waffling on there, I was using these with the children from a primary school, and a lot of them were struggling to grasp hold of this. Okay, so what I upgraded to, I thought they need to have hands on, don't they? So this is my next thing. So I've got some hazel, glued the ferrocerian in the bottom. People are probably already doing this. I'm not trying to claim this is my idea. Okay, a bit of a elastic to hold them together. Now they can grasp hold of them with their hands. Okay, with this. Okay, again, a lot more easier, a lot more hand control rather than just pinching and using your thumb and forefinger. So this is with a lot more control, and you just push down and I was happy. However, the younger children were struggling with that. So my father-in-law runs a scout troop, and he's part of Bush Scouts. Okay, and he showed me something that they use. I think one of their guys invented it, and I thought that was a great idea. It's an absolutely fantastic idea. So I adopted the idea. You know, I wasn't going to go and buy it. It was quite simple to make. I've got the fat ferrocerians anyway. Let me bring you in for a closer look. So what I've got here is a ferrocerian on a block, a 45-degree angle, a striking area where the sparks are going to fall to. So this is fantastic. So you've got the striking away from you, so there's not much risk of getting burnt. Got a pad here for their knees or their foot to go on to keep control of this, so it's not going to fall in anywhere. You put your the tinder there. This is the striker. Okay, as you can see on there, all that is there is a part of a hacksaw blade. So what I can do, my knee, so it's not going to go anywhere. Again, same technique with any striker on any ferrocerian. Okay, slightly lean forward, and it doesn't work. Okay, and that's it. So that's what I use for the other children that are struggling with firelighting. So what I do start with, I start with a mediocre. And then the ones that could do that, I then give them one of these to have a go on, because it's slightly harder. For an adult, it's fine, your muscles all developed in your hands. For a child, they're still developing. The ones that are struggling with that can move up to this. So there's three different ferrocerian rods and strikers that I use when I'm teaching firelighting. Let's see them in action. So what we got here is my daughter as my beautiful assistant, who's going to show me, or show us, sorry, how how it's done with a normal Ferro Syrian. Bang. Number 2 with a more hand grip. And what you saw she's done there, she scraped a load of scrapings into it, then went for the final strike, which gave it the last sparking flame. Last but not least is the fire striking board. Now I look. So that's the Ferro Syrians I use when I'm teaching children. I'm kind of hoping that, you know, if some of you are using that already, amazing, comment below. If you've got something slightly different, comment below, or show me pictures or something. Get hold of me on Instagram or Facebook, wherever. And yeah, I'm always open for ideas. But yeah, for those of you guys that are running forestry schools and you think, oh, that's a good idea, please use it. All right. Last thing though. Last thing here we're moving on to is just this Ferro Syrian rod. So I made this myself. Okay, well I didn't make the Ferro Syrian on myself, but got the Ferro Syrian there, and what is here for the handle is Fatwood. Now, for those of you who don't know what Fatwood is, it's resin infused wood, which is highly flammable when you put a spark to it, if you do make some scrapings. So what I've not seen this before. I'm not saying it's my idea. It just had an idea one day. I was like, oh, I've got Fatwood, let me make it. So I did, and here it is. I've never tested it out yet. Quite rough and ready. As you can see, it doesn't look like a professional thing, because it's for me, my personal use. So let's try it out. I know you can't see me, you just want to see my hands. Okay. Ferro Syrian, obviously, and the Fatwood. So the idea is to scrape. Oh, gone. And by scraping that, I can smell all this already. So all these little scrapings. So you've got my scrapings there. Let's have a go. Let's see if it works first time. Let's just oops, lump that together. There we go. That then could be add some stuff to it. So it does work. As you can see, it does work. I think that's a great idea. I think if I'm going to do it differently next time, I've got some bigger, fatter Ferro Syrians, so I will be using the bigger stuff. A fatter Ferro Syrian, longer. I was just knocking my knuckles and using a small one, and then that's never good. So yeah, Fatwood handle, Ferro Syrian striker, firelighter. So that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. A nice short, sharp video. I'm gonna have to shoot off. Me and my daughter down here. My daughter's now playing. The kettle's on. We're gonna get ourselves some breakfast, and the robins are around now, so they look like they need feeding. I think that's why they've turned up. So I'm gonna crack on my day. I've got a lot of wood to chop, and I've got some socialising with my daughter to make. All right. Hope you enjoyed. If you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing. If not, if you enjoy my content, please come back and keep liking if you can. You've been watching Green Valley Outdoors. I shall catch you in the next one.